Morning guys, Monday the 3rd of August. Really quite still. Bit cool, but as in quite a nice cool. A lot of feels like some mornings the world's, or it appears that around here in the park it's more awake than others, and yeah, for a Monday morning pretty early, a lot of people are very awake. I'm well. What does it mean to be awake? Because I think I'm awake. I also feel a bit, I don't know, slightly a bit tired, a bit heavy-headed. I was very conscious that I was dreaming, which is, you know, I mean, it probably sounds a bit, I don't know, strange, but I find that sometimes when I dream, I know I've dreamt, sometimes if I try really hard, I can remember a few snippets. I always have this intention of, I'll have to sit down, and then it just goes out my head, I never do. But I think some dreams, do you think there's that sort of sense of you can wake up and feel like, like quite tiring, like you've been working hard or processing, or something's going on with your dreams. And there's a couple of ones where, like in this one, it was really fragmented, as most dreams probably are. There was something about my sister at one point, and that they were talking about I can't remember, that she'd done something, she might be arrested, and I was looking at them in shock. And then there was talking about naming somebody we sort of know in another bit, and then I was trying to find out where you can locate them, sort of thing. And then in the dream, the person I'm on about was actually turned out to be the person I was talking to, but they didn't seem to bat an eyelid. So that I was talking about this person, who they were, as if it was another person, and they just sort of looked at me and went, oh, I wouldn't. As soon as I mentioned the name, they looked at me in a real worried way, and was just like, oh, I'd be careful of that person, and wouldn't say a lot else. And well, so yeah, I remember having a dream the other day. It's quite unusual, I would say, for me to, it's not very often I've dreams about family members, particularly those who aren't with us anymore. And I had a dream where my dad was in the dream, but he was much younger. Could tell from the way he looked. In fact, he had his hair like really buffoned up. But even in the dream, I thought his hair never looked that buffoned up, even when he was younger, from the photos I saw. It's a really weird one. And then this dream, it was like I'm sure if I remember right, we were about to be shot or something, and we had to hide, and we were on the floor pretending to be dead. And then somebody came into the room, and then I think I've got a feeling Dad sort of moved so that they would, know we were there, because it ended up being, I don't know, imagine it's a different size enemy, and people coming to save you, sort of thing. It ended up it was the people that were on our side. I think with dreams you can sort of I mean, I think if you really think enough about what you know, what you think, what you know about yourself, then I think it can offer you thoughts and reflections about what's showing up. Because they do say that, dreams are more about being able to try and process stuff in an unconscious way that maybe you wouldn't necessarily, maybe you're not able to in the conscious world. And I do sometimes when I have dreams, even if they seem really, fragmented or on the face, it'd be like, oh, what does that mean? Generally, I think if I think about it hard enough, I can come up with my own thoughts about what that may be about. And I think ultimately, whatever you believe about dreams or not, I know some people really believe in them massively. I mean, some people train in dream interpretation, dream therapy. Some people would say, oh, it doesn't, means nothing, it's all a load of rubbish. But I think for me, it's more about, well, what do I make of, what sense do I make of it for me? Knowing myself, better than anybody else, deep down, maybe stuff that I wouldn't really say or share with anyone, that perhaps I know about myself and my own thought processes. So yeah, I think for me that's, when it comes to dreams, I think that would be my most important piece, I would say, is I think you need to be able to consider, reflect and interpret for yourself, really. And you've obviously got different kinds of dreams as well, where, to dream, to imagine, to create pictures and images and visions or collages of what you might want to create in life, what you might want to focus on. And I've done quite a bit of collage and vision sort of boards. I actually quite like creating just the process actually of choosing different things, pictures, colours, keywords, textures. I think that can express quite a lot. So it begins like a step in a number of steps to make something real, begin to bring it to life. It's not quite goes from one to the other straight away, but it feels like it's part of a process where you're beginning to bring something to life, to breathe into it. I was watching the new programme about the Mandy. We've watched all the series of the Chateau, that lovely couple and their kids in France, and they've just done this new series on them helping other people create ideas. And he's the practical person. So yesterday, when we watched, he was by video link showing a guy how to create a smoker, and then she was by video link enabling this woman actually to make her bathroom and her tiles more visually stimulating, so that it really made it personalised. And interestingly, the woman actually helped to create what she called a mood board. And she chose pictures, textures, she had some material, colours, photos. The other lady even showed a thing she really liked, like a top or some scarf that had this range of colours that she thought would look good with the tiles and stuff. And so she brought, the reason I'm sharing that is because obviously this mood board, which, you know, she shared and she really likes, and she was thinking about how this could bring out other ideas for her in what she'd already said. And then she went looking for different things to make this happen, and the end result was that she'd personalised this bathroom and really sort of transformed it actually, through that process of sharing about it, talking out loud.